We've always been told to warm up before working out, but did you know that some warm-ups can actually be detrimental to your performance at the gym? That said, we're going to be looking at what science has to say about it. I do want to preface this presentation by saying that the studies on warm-up specifically for injury prevention isn't conclusive, at least at the time of me researching this video. So we're going to be focusing more on how to improve your performance through warm-ups. But before we dive into that, let's actually talk about what types of warm-ups are detrimental to your performance. Number one, doing long stretches. In a 2004 study by Fletcher and Jones, rugby players were asked to complete a 20-meter sprint. Those who did dynamic stretches improved their sprints by a lot. Those who did static stretches, on the other hand, did worse, way worse. Here's another study where athletes had to run 1 mile uphill. Those who did static stretches were way slower than those who didn't. So how does static stretches reduce performance? According to the Fletcher and Jones study, the decrease in performance for the two static stretches groups, referring to the 20-meter sprinters, was attributed to an increase in the MTU unit compliance, leading to a decrease in MTU's ability to store elastic energy in its eccentric phase. I think it means this. Static stretches makes the joints and muscles to loosen up, which makes the firing of your muscles slower and harder. Let's move to the next one. A paper published in 2010 written by Fradkin, Razran, and Smoliga showed that 17% of the 92 different warm-up combinations they pulled from several sports studies were detrimental to performance. Those warm-ups were either too short, too hard, or participants took long breaks. Those are the 4 bad ways to warm up. So what's a proper way of doing it? The meta-analysis mentioned earlier recommends the following. Start the warm-up by doing some sort of an aerobic exercise to raise your heart rate for 5 to 10 minutes. This can be either running, rowing, biking, ski erg, or jump ropes. I personally do shadow boxing when I'm alone at the gym because it's much more fun than the ones I mentioned. Then, do dynamic stretches for another 5 to 10 minutes. PVC pass-throughs, lunges, thoracic high fives are good options. There's a link on the description for a good dynamic stretching session if you want more stretching ideas. Finally, end the warm-up session with activities that will prime you for the specific warm-up. Here's an example that puts everything together, and let's take a workout from the 124 track. It's going to be a 20-minute AMRAP of 10 thrusters, 10 pull-ups. You can choose any weight you want, and your score will be the number of pound rounds you accumulate. Let's say you choose a 100-pound weight and you were able to do 10 rounds in 20 minutes. Your score will be 1,000 pounds. The pull-ups can be butterfly, skipping, strict, banded, or ring rows. To start the warm-up, do an 800-meter jog or 1,000-meter row. Then do 3 rounds of the following: 10 PVC pass-throughs, 10 lunge squats, and then 6 Russian baby maker to thoracic high five. And then transition to doing 5 rounds of the following. Round 1, 5 front squats, 5 scap pull-ups. Round 2, 5 strict presses, 5 ring rows. Round 3, 5 thrusters with the bar, 5 pull-ups at your scaling option. And round 4, 5 thrusters with some plates, 5 pull-ups at your scaling option. And that is it for this presentation. If you haven't yet, leave us a comment, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel. If you're interested in doing some fun workouts similar to the one that I showed you earlier, feel free to give us a buzz and we'll give you a 1-week trial to the Battle Athlete program. See you next time, guys. Take care.